Okay, so obsession right now with everybody is Katy Perry's makeup from Wide Awake. But it's also great right now, and which is why I'm doing it, is very holiday. It's great for holiday parties and New Year's Eve and everything. So I'm going to show you how to do it, not only because it's a big trend, but also because I think it's very useful for this time of the year, or anytime you're having a party or want a smoky eye. The great thing about it is it's a pinky silvery smoky eye, so even though it's smoky, it's not super harsh. It's not like it's black or super dark, so it's a nice subtle smoky eye. The lighting in the video does make it look a little bit darker than it is, but it has lots of definition around the lash line. And then in the video, she has a very dark, kind of bricky lip with the smoky eye. Now, I don't think that's wearable for most people. Okay, I don't think it's wearable for anybody. So I'm going to tweak that part of it. You could always do a bricky lip with it, but it's the eye that's different or special, and so that's what we're going to do. So when creating a smoky eye, first thing we want to do is we want to highlight the brow bone. Now, I think that with a smoky eye, you want the brow bone to be quite subtle. So I'm going to do just a nice matte beige, so we get the lightness we need there. And also with highlighting the brow bone, you could get away with not doing it, but it makes the brow look even more precise. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl the lashes and put my first layer of mascara right now, just because this is when I like to do it. Look down for me. You can do it whenever you want. I usually do it after my highlight shade. And even though she's going to get false lashes, you always have to curl the lashes. Before you put false eyelashes on, so that they sit up rather than down. Molly has great lashes, period, though. As does her sister. It runs in the family.
So much better.
Look down. Yeah, Ivy's are crazy. Did it make you feel insufficient because hers are so amazing? Did it make you think yours weren't good?
God got her back when they all fell out. Is that too harsh? Was that too real?
That was a little too real.
We love each other. They grew back so fast. But when I saw her for the first time without him, she looked like an alien.
Oh, I'm sure, especially because
so
they're so long.
Mm-hmm.
Look down for me. Now we're going to start with our first layer. We, of course, are going to start with a mid-tone because we have to start to create the depth. And the fuller the brush, the more give it has, the easier it is when doing a smoky eye. So I'm using my number 27, so it has the give I need. I'm going to start with a kind of a paler taupe. Look down for me. Because I want a really great gradation of color. And since the last shade, even though it's smoky, or put on smoky, it's not as dark as like black or charcoal gray. So our midtone's not going to be quite as dark as if we were doing a normal smoky eye. Because we really have to see, for this look, we need to see the eyeliner, because the eyeliner is still very definite and defined with this smoky eye. So if we go too dark with the color, we won't be able to see the eyeliner. All right, now since this eye is not as harsh of a smoky eye, I'm going to start, which is actually why it's more wearable for most of you girls for holiday season, because it is something that's going to look good in person and not just on a video. So I'm going to start with my number 30 brush. I'm going to lay some color down and then blend it up smoky-wise. So I'm still going to use my 27 to really smoke it out, but I want more precise laying down of color, just so that we really get it deep at the base and then blend it up. And of course, we've waited to put the foundation on the lower half of the face so that I don't have to worry about fallout. I can just really go after it and put that color on. And you can see we're starting to get that color, and how laying it at the base and then blending it up is going to help me get it softer and concentrated where I need it. And we're starting to get that smoky look, which is exactly what we want, but in a very subtle way. Remember, the trick to smoky is layering it, not just trying to put it on there and blend the heck out of a super dark color or super high amount of eyeshadow. So layer that on there.
What is your favorite type of music?
My favorite type of music or my favorite artist?
Either.
I have quite a few favorite artists. My favorite type of music is actually probably a lot slower.
Cool.
I love Sade. I probably listen to her 60% of the time. I've listened to Love Rock's album probably 2,000 times, I think it says on my iPod. I love Lisa Stansfield, which you may be too young to know who she is. She's the one that had the little spit curls and did All Around the World and I, Found My Baby. It was a hit in the 90s. Yeah. She's super soulful sound. She's in English. And so I have a bunch of her albums, or I had them. Now they're all on iTunes, but I had them years before you could even get them here because she didn't release all of them here.
So you're more into women?
No, I like men too. As far as music, it kind of depends on the tone of the voice, the actual physical. Blending it out with my 28 now, where it meets the brow bone, whereas I was using my 27 for blending when it's in the crease. But then as you get up higher, going to the one with no color on it at all. What's your favorite kind of music?
You're gonna laugh at me.
No, I won't.
Have you heard of like Need to Breathe?
Mm-mm.
Kind of like southern, I wouldn't call it rock, but kind of alternative, not really rocky though, but these guys are very like soulful, like deep, rich voices.
Mm-hmm.
I love a guy named Phil Wickham a lot.
Okay, now I'm going to take Open and Look Straight Ahead and knock off any extra shadow off the lashes before I clean up everything, so that as I finish and as she goes about her day, little things won't drip. And I'm going to clean off a little bit. I'm not going to clean them up yet because I'm still putting color, but I can't stand to look at all the mess. I love classic country like Patsy Cline. I adore her.
Modern.
It's okay. It's gotten to a little too pop for me.
Yeah. I agree.
Dolly Parton, like her old stuff. Tammy Wynette. I love Tammy Wynette.
Have you heard of like Hoyt Axton? He's like old, very old. I love a lot of the stuff my dad listened to.
All right, now we're going to line. We're just going to take a black pencil and do a nice, pretty line. I should sharpen it just so that it gets fresh, so it'll go on smoother. And I don't know if that showed on camera, but I always take and sharpen the pencil right before I use it, and then just use it on my hand a little bit to make sure it's warmed up enough to go on smoothly. It'll make your life easier. Yeah, I grew up on the Carpenters and Johnny Mathis. That's what my mom listened to.
Do you like it now or not?
I like the Carpenters. Love the Carpenters. I think she sounds like an angel. What an angel would sound like.
I've heard of them. I'll have to look them up.
The Carpenters?
I've heard of them, but
Open and look down and over. Down, look down over that way. Well, I guess she did. I mean, she died.
I was born in '90, so we can't.
Still, it's a classic. Now I'm going to go back over that to smooth it and get more dramatic with a matte black shadow. Open and look down. Really helps you get some color at the base. And intensify it. Just using my wide flat number 18 brush, because it really helps you lay it on and blend it out. All right, once again, I'm going to knock off, look down for me, any color that might have fallen on the lashes. And I'm going to apply some false lashes, because Katy never goes out of the house without her false eyelashes. Duh.
I think it is Night Katy. You ruined her. Blonde Katy.
Oh, no, she did it long before me.
Oh.
She used to super glue them on so they'd stay on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
She cracks me up. Look at me. Perfect. Okay, look down. Let's see, I need to cut. Measuring them. Cutting off what you don't need. I always like to trim the point off on the inside as well, kind of angle it so it doesn't stab. Taking either liquid or gel and coloring the band so they look more natural. Because this is such a natural look. We still don't necessarily want anyone to know you've got on false eyelashes. We just want them to think you're so darn fabulous. Just showing up. Applying our glue. While it's drying, rolling the lash. And just laying it right on top of the line and your natural lashes. All right, so I've cleaned off all the spill out with eye cream, and then I foundationed and concealed underneath her eye. Look up for me. Now I'm going to take my number 13 brush and a pale taupe shadow to start to build the color underneath. We still want to keep this pretty tight, so don't blend out and down too far. Going all the way across underneath the eye. Then we're going to take the same brush using our pinky shimmery gray. Look up for me. I'm going to go right over that. And this is just to create a gradation of color because black goes over this all. But then that little bit of mid-tone and gray that peeks out from underneath will soften the edge. Now we're going to take our pencil. First thing we're going to do, before we even decide if we want what we want to do as far as underneath the eye, is we're going to take, look up for me, and we're going to line the ledge. Look down for me, top and bottom. Sorry. Do you need to blink for a second?
Yeah. I'm not used to that.
Oh no, it does tickle.
Okay, I think.
Is it just the top one that tickles?
Yeah, that one didn't. That wasn't as bad.
Look down. Try to do it quick.
Yeah, that was better.
Now, you can see how much drama that already adds, but Katy had a lot of darkness underneath, and I think this eye can pull it off because, as I said, we're not going to do as dark of a lip as Katy did in the video because it's just not wearable. And whenever I do a celebrity look, I like to make it wearable rather than being an exact copy because, you know, it's not going to help you go around looking like a freak. Instead of doing pencil, though, I'm just going to take black shadow, flat white 18 brush, and go right up into the base and just scrub it into there so that it looks smudged out. But we get the darkness we want. Then I'm just going to take a sponge and I want to soften it just a tiny bit right here. That's why the little wedges help because you can use the point of it. And I'm going to go back over it just to blend it out a little bit more with my number 13 brush. And you can see that Molly can really pull this look off. She's got the eyes for it. Makes your eyes look like they glow, like almost like you're possessed in a cool way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have that kind of gray-green color.
I've never thought that I could pull off dark eyes, so.
Well, I
Girls,
don't
you
want you to
can.
walk around every day, but you know. Like this might be a bit much. Like when you walk.
Do it every day now.
I triple dog dare you to.
I'm too lazy.
Now I'm going to mascara the bottom lashes. And I'm now going to mascara the top, blending her lashes into the false. Look down. Making sure I look down over that way to really blend in the inside corners with mascara. Down over the other way to quote unquote make them look more natural. Okay, now for this look, Katy had no cheek color, no bronzer, no nothing. And actually, Molly's skin is so beautiful and her tone is so beautiful, I think she can really pull it off. You can put some bronzer with this and some cheek color. Just Keep in mind, if you are going to do that, to keep it minimal, because you want the eyes to be the focus, okay? I'm going to go ahead and leave none because Molly can really pull that off. All right, now Katy, as I said, had a dark lip. I'm not going to do a dark lip. I think it should be softer so it's more wearable, more realistic. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to give her a very defined lip. So we have kind of like the look in the video where she's busting through the mirror and it's a very defined lip, but it's lighter. So I'm going to take a natural tone lip pencil, just very, very skin tone color, just a little darker than her natural lips. And I'm going to, well, first I'm going to conceal away her natural lip, just because I want a really nice edge to it. So I'm just going to conceal the edges so we get a nice edge. Tiny bit of concealer. And I'm going to define them. Filling in with the pencil towards the center. Now I'm going to go back with my lip brush, if I can find it, and blend out that liner. Then I'm just going to take a nice, pretty soft beige. With a little bit of peach to it. You can go with pink if you want. It has more pink to it. I am going to do lipstick because it's an evening look and I kind of want her lips to wear better all night. Lipstick will wear longer. That's also why I blended the lip pencil in so we have more wearability. Just going back over it with a beautiful peach. Peachy nude. And then going over it with a lip gloss. Now, one of the things you might want to think about for evening when you're going out to a party or something is there's different formulas of lip gloss. Some are more balmy, some are more sticky. Just keep in mind, if you want something to stay on longer, the stickier and more opaque a lip gloss is, the better it will stay on. So if you want to wear a gloss over your lipstick and you don't want it to shorten the lifespan of your lipstick so much, get one that's a little stickier, that has a little more opacity to it, and it will stay on. All right, and now we have our wide awake look. Now the important things to remember are that your smoky eye is not super dark. It's applied like every other smoky eye, but it's not overly dark. We used a shimmery pinky gray color, pinky silver color. We defined really well at the lash line. You want to be able to see the liner or the darkness at the lash line, so you want to make sure that you use that, once again, you don't go too dark with your smokiness because then you won't be able to see the definition. And then we did no cheek color because it's kind of like the look, but you can add it. Just make sure you keep it subtle. And then instead of doing the really dark lip, which you could, it was kind of a brick red color. I chose, so it's wearable and usable for the holidays or in real life, period. I chose a softer lip. I used a matte beige as her highlight color. I used a light matte taupe as her midtone. I used a shimmery pinky gray as her contour color, black pencil eyeliner, and then I used a very nude lip pencil, a very peachy nude lipstick, and a very beigey pink gloss. All right, we're gonna take her hair down and we'll come back with the finish.